Hello friends and subscribers, this is Prepper Princess and this video is going to be titled, Is your refrigerator making you fat and broke? Well, that is a really good question. So I've got my normal refrigerator behind me. Don't worry, right now it's running on solar, so I'm not wasting any electricity. But I just wanted to let you guys know that this is a 14 cubic foot fridge. It is the standard apartment size refrigerator and I live in a 3-bedroom house. Rocky cameo. And I have a couple of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about is, which I'm starting to consider is really important to me, is the sustainability of refrigerators and what an impact they have on our environment. So most European nations have an average refrigerator size of 9.6 cubic feet. That's about 2/3 the size of this one, and this is about 2/3 the size of a normal fridge. The average fridge in the United States is now rated 22.6 cubic feet, which is a huge refrigerator. They've got the open door ones, they've got bottom freezer, they've got top refrigerator, they've got water dispensers and ice dispensers, and some of them even have computers on the front of them that will tell you if you have email and things like that. And there comes a point where you have to ask, is too much, or is this much too much for my sort of lifestyle? One of the things I was doing was going through my refrigerator and I'm just noticing all of this empty space all over the place. Most people use refrigerators for things like beer, soda, these little fruit cups, eggs. Sometimes you've got some vegetables down in your crisper and milk and things like that. And one of the things I found interesting after doing a little bit of research is that in China, only about 8 out of 10 households even have refrigerators or freezers. They buy all of their fresh food and produce at farmers markets on a daily basis, and they also have the longest longevity of any type of civilization that we've got. In my freezer, I just have, the standard, I don't know if you can see this, it's meat and coffee, but at the same time, how much of that is really necessary? I mean, I'm really starting to consider, instead of just, buying in huge bulk amounts and stacking the refrigerator and freezer, kind of like a game of Tetris, that maybe I'm going to start downsizing and doing things a lot smaller. Not to mention, most of the products that are in people's refrigerators they're prepackaged foods, and people think that they need to keep their prepackaged foods in the refrigerator. One of the things that I do that I shouldn't be doing is I keep potatoes and corn in the refrigerator, and really in the crisper. And really, I don't need to keep potatoes or onions or carrots or anything like that in the refrigerator, because those are things that should be eaten almost right away. And when it comes to energy usage, this one uses about 395 kilowatt hours per year. That is a huge amount of energy. That's 1 kilowatt hour per day or more, 1.5. There are now energy efficient 9.9 cubic foot refrigerators that do 296 kilowatt hours per year, and that is a huge decrease. That's only 2/3 the energy of what I'm doing, and it's also 2/3 the size. A lot of people even go as far as building their kitchens around their refrigerators. We have an extremely sedentary lifestyle in the United States, and it's a huge convenience to have all of these foods, but how much convenience do we really need? You've got your teenager who's on the computer, he wants to come out and get an unhealthy prepackaged Hot Pocket snack like you saw in my freezer. Those are not mine, just so you know, I don't eat Hot Pockets. But things like that. And then we even have a preconceived notion that we're supposed to keep eggs in the refrigerator, which I do because I'm under the impression, or I'm brainwashed into thinking that's something that I need to do, and it's not something that needs to be done. In other countries, they don't keep their eggs in the refrigerator. This might be another big reason why refrigerators are so much smaller in foreign countries. So this fridge is about 8 years old. In about 2 years, I'm going to be probably purchasing a new fridge. It's starting to show very slight signs of wear and tear. So if I push anything too far to the back, it gets frozen in the fridge. And that's when you know that your motor is about getting ready to start to go out. So I just keep all my food up to the front. I keep it on level 2 or 3. And that saves a lot of electricity. But in the long run, I really, really want to get something smaller so that I can consume even less electricity and eat as healthy as humanly possible. I want to eat nothing but fresh fruit and vegetables and fresh meat. And I'm really starting to reconsider purchasing 60 pounds of steak and then 60 pounds of chicken and filling my freezer full. I'm really starting to think that I'm going to go more towards about 10 or 15 pounds at a time and eating more fresh fruit and vegetables and eggs for protein. So it's just something that I wanted you guys to think about. Just remember, you know, when you have a house, you know, think outside the box. Remember that if you have guests come over who are going to make fun of your refrigerator for being so small, maybe it could be an opportunity to educate them on the real true cost of a refrigerator. These are very easily recyclable, but at the same time, they really, really are the biggest consumers of electricity in a household other than your central heating and cooling. Another big one is the stove, which uses about 1,000 watts while you're cooking, anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 watts, depending on how many burners you're using, but we will get to that in another video. So in terms of consumption, I just want you guys to think, I'm not saying go out and buy a new energy efficient fridge. I'm saying that when the time comes and your fridge does happen to crap out on you, consider something a little bit smaller. If you've got a 22 cubic foot, consider a 14. This is absolutely fantastic. I just think that it's a little bit too big for our needs nowadays. So that's all I gotta say. And if you are wondering, today was move-in day at my grandmother's house, and I did give her the scooter, and she was very happy with it. I will go ahead and leave the video at the end of this video so you guys can see her reaction to her first time riding her new scooter that I got for $200. I'll also put the link for the video of the scooter, which is turn someone else's trash into your treasure, which I got the $2,000 scooter for about $200. So I hope this is helpful. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.
Almost got you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that something? Wait till I tell the girls. I didn't realize this came with the apartment.
Yeah.
Amber got that for you.
Oh, I know. She's a wonder.
I think I want to get one for myself.
What you need is a big polo, though, if you have one, because you'll be out in the...
Well, when you go on the street, it can go a lot faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've got it on slow right now.
Oh, this is where my television goes, I guess, huh? Whoa.
Oh, reverse. There you go.
Yeah. It's like driving it.
I keep taking my feet off the...
You can put your feet wherever you want.
I know, but I keep picking their pedals. Woo.
I'll get this out of the way.
It's really a cutie.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's got a basket.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, you might be able to.
I'm going to send this to Aunt Pam, by the way, because she already knew about it.
Oh, honest to goodness, you guys. It's darling. And I just threw one of these away.
It has a thing in the seat, too, on the back, so you can put paperwork or whatever.
You could probably get some sort of basket on this thing.
You can. It has a basket accessory.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You like it?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, I love it. How do I turn it on and off?
It's just this key right here.
Oh.
Off.
Oh, okay.
And then on.
Uh-huh. And what's this for?
That's the speed. That's slow
Oh.
or fast. But you're on slow right now.
Okay.
Better safe than sorry.
Where-
If you want, I can show you what fast is like.
No. Where's my my television for seeing whether I'm backing up into anybody?
You don't have a backup camera.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have
Backup.
Brandon has a backup camera.
I do too.
You have a backup
Yeah,
camera, but I don't have a backup